A massive hunger strike at Guantanamo Bay prison in Cuba is intensifying. Lawyers say that more than 100 detainees began the strike in early February to protest against the improper treatment of prisoners' Qurans and the confiscation of letters, photographs, and legal mail.
Many of the folks have just run out of patience. The prisoners there, I think, have waited for a very long time.
U.S. officials set up the Guantanamo detention camp after the 9/11 attacks to lock up non-American suspects affiliated with anti-American militant groups. President Obama pledged to close the prison, but has so far failed to do so. Richard Wilson is a law professor who has worked with detainees at Guantanamo.
Many of them have been approved for release, and yet nothing has happened. The president has promised to close Guantanamo, and there has been no action on that promise to date.
Dozens of lawyers petitioned U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel last month for help in ending the hunger strike that could now include up to 100 men. Reports indicate that the health of striking detainees has deteriorated. Some prisoners have lost more than 20 or 30 pounds in body weight. Guantanamo Bay Prison has 166 detainees. Experts say almost all of them have been held for more than a decade without being formally charged. During his first term, President Barack Obama said that he would shut down Guantanamo Bay, but since his re-election, his pledge has hardly been mentioned. This week, relatives and friends of Guantanamo detainees demanded the release of their loved ones. Yemeni's frustration is directed at the Obama administration, but also at Yemen's government, which stands accused of not doing enough to put pressure on the United States to close the prison and bring the detainees home.
Detainees who have decided to go on hunger strikes are being mistreated, and I think the evidence is pretty clear from those who have talked to their clients by telephone and those who have met with their clients down there.
Attorneys representing the Guantanamo Bay detainees say that the hunger strike there has increased in scope among the imprisoned out of frustration and despair. Many there are losing hope that they'll ever be released, acting on a phrase that is ironically tied into U.S. history: live free or die. Colin Campbell, Press TV, Washington.